Good evening and welcome to Dragon Fieldhouse. Tonight we have the Dragons versus the visiting Seaholm Maples. The Dragons sit at 5-4 on the season, with the Maples sitting at 7-1. This is the first Blue Division matchup for both teams, I believe. Let me double check that. Yes, first divisional matchup tonight, so it's a big one for the Dragons. And the Maples come in riding just a one-game winning streak, while the Dragons are kind of nursing a 3-game losing streak. So the Dragons like to get off that, instead of an L, get a W tonight against the always difficult Seaholm Maples. And there's head coach Tom Reese on your screen directing the guys. And what a job he's done over the last 2 years turning this program around and making it to Callahan Hall last year, just one win away from the Palace of Auburn Hills in the high school playoffs. So Dragons are warming up, getting ready to go. Should be a good one. As you see, the crowd is filing in and the Maples are warming up. And the Maples are led by their all-around player, number 35, Paris Bass. He stands at 6'7". They list him playing guard, point guard, and forward, but he is an all-around juggernaut for them, averaging 21.9 points a game. And he has 17 blocks on the season. So he's not only an offensive weapon for the Maples here, he's also a defensive force, so the Dragons will have to have all eyes aware and ready to go to battle the Maples tonight. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke, sitting in for our under-the-weather announcing crew. John Uglinski out with the flu, just like everybody else, as you see Paris Bass warming up again. We're going to see a lot of him tonight. And Ryan Fields, our color announcer, is out as well. I believe he had car trouble on the highway, so we hope everything works out okay and we get Ryan and John back in the booth here for ONTV for the remainder of this season. Again, the guys are still warming up. I want to thank you for tuning in, and we encourage all of our viewers to come on out to the games to cheer on these hardworking student athletes. There's full concessions available, and the atmosphere can't be beat. If you're looking for something to do, come on out to Dragon Fieldhouse and catch a game. Cheer on these hard-working athletes and get a snack while you're at it. There's Chaz Miller, the senior forward for the Dragons, and he's going to be looked upon, like he is every game, to play extremely well to guide that inside game for the Dragons. He stands 6'5", the senior, and he wears number 20. We'll keep an eye on him. And John McCarty, also looking for some offensive play out of him tonight. And always the guard play is very important in high school basketball. And we will have starting lineups at the tip-off right after this short timeout. This is ONTV's coverage of Dragon basketball. Stick around. The ONTV Feed Our Fish food drive is quickly approaching. ONTV invites you to tune in or stop by on Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. to donate 5 non-perishable food items to help those in need in our community. Tune into Comcast Channel 10 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99 or into our live web stream at www.orionontv.org. Live entertainment will begin at 11 a.m. for those who donate in person. Help make this food drive the biggest yet. The ONTV Feed Our Fish food drive, Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. We'll see you there. And welcome back. About to get underway here at Dragon Fieldhouse, here ONTV's coverage of high school basketball. And the winter season is, we're in the middle of it right now. And just as a reminder, we'll be out and about. ONTV cameras will be out and about for the spring games as well. But we want to remind you of our 3rd annual Feed Our Fish food drive coming up. It is on Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. live on Comcast Channel 10, AT&T Uverse Channel 99. It is our 3rd annual event, and we're looking to raise 6,000 pounds of food for the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. And if you go to our website at www.orionontv.org/fish, you'll see all the information about the program and how you can help the hungry in our area. PayPal donations are now accepted as we tip off here at the field house, and we're underway. Dragons gain control. Zach Green here in for the Dragons at point. Dishes it down low, and ball is knocked away by Seaholm. Seaholm on the run. Inside, easy lay-in for the Maples. I think that's Jonah Kest. Maples strikes early here on an easy lay-in. Reminder viewers to tune into our webpage at orionontv.org to see our game schedule coming up and when our replay times are. Mid-range jumper, looks like it was partially blocked. Man-to-man defense here for the Dragons. Nice stroke. Paris Bass making his presence early on that easy-looking jumper. 4-0 in the early going here with the Dragons down. Dish it in the corner. Dragons looking inside. Skip pass along the baseline. Nice soft shot by 54. And McCarty gets on the board. And a bump out front. Fouling the Dragons, I believe, is on the floor. That is number 54, McCarty. Yeah, first foul on the Dragons. Oh, nice defensive play. Zach Green, nicely done, anticipating that pass out top, and he stood tall and grabbed it. Baseline drive. And say stepped out of bounds. Well, let's say an unforced error, but good defense by the Maples. Nathan Markham unable to hold a handle on that one. Maples up 2 early here in the early goings of the first quarter. Again, this is a divisional matchup. Airball City from the deep shot by the Maples. McCarty looking to move that ball quickly. Miller over to Green. And a foul down low against the Maples. And Joshua Bays harmed on that one. The forward stands 6'2". He's a junior. 5:50 left in this first quarter. Early going. Maples come out 2 easy buckets, but the Dragons have tightened up on defense since. Outside wide open. Can't fill it up. Good pressure defense there by the Dragons as Bass dribbles it up. Nice baseline drive and a lay-in. We're seeing some speed here from the Maples. They have athletes, that is for sure. 6-2, Maples in the lead. Bump out top, no call. Tough drive under the basket. Dragons can't finish. That was Markham with a shot for the Dragons. Maples on the break. Can't finish, boy, oh boy, and a reach-in to stop the drive. John McCarty fouled. So far we've seen Maples like to run here. They will strike fast, so the defense will be have to have be a heads up there to get back as quick as they can.
In for the Maples is 22, Alex Breeden.
Seaholm 2 fouls, Lake Orion with 1. Here's Green with the ball. McCarty. Bays. Over to Miller. And nice basket by Bays. Nice team play there. Nice ball movement. Keep the Maples off balance and an easy fill in there for the Dragons. Dragons down 2. Oh, nice rebound by the Dragons. 34, Markham. And the Dragons are on the run. Green bouncer over. Nicely done. 3-pointer easy going for Chaz Miller. Chaz Miller, we've seen called his number on the basketball court and the football field all season long. know he's a gamer. He's a very competitive receiver. And a nice rebound. Dragons doing a nice job on the boards tonight. That's McCarty again. He's all over the court tonight. Tough shot can't go. And a foul. Dragons, quick hands. I like the heads up. A lot of energy tonight from these from the Dragons. They know what's at stake here. They're looking for their first win in conference play. 2 shots coming to Chaz Miller.
Yusuf returns for the Maples.
Brandon Yusuf, another captain here for the Maples, checks in. The senior stands 6'2". Another one coming here for Miller. And easily does. Fills it up. Nice stroke by Miller. Maples looking to move quickly. Travel. Good defensive position there by the Dragons. Made the Maples rush that shot. But you can see the Maples are pushing that ball up the court quickly. Green with the ball, slips, tries to retain possession, does. Avoided the travel there. Show and go. McCarty feeds it inside. Nice pass, up, can't finish. Bayes going to the line for 2. Dragons were looking for that outside shot. A couple of them fell. Now they're looking to pound it indoors, get it inside. And so far, this is the fouls are mounting here for the Seaholm Maples in the first quarter. And Bayes, I think he shot that one with his eyes closed. Smooth as can be. One more coming. And he fills it up. 4-point lead here for the Dragons. 3:13 to go in the first quarter. You're watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. OAA Blue matchup here between the Seaholm Maples, sitting at 7-1. Mid-range jumper just missed by Bass. Battle inside. Dragons come out with it. Rebound edge going to the Dragons here. Baseline jumper, a little too strong. Dragons just cleaning up the boards tonight. Nice bounce pass by the Maples to get in the clear. Near travel, way outside. A little too much. They're going to call a foul on 34 Markham for the Dragons too. We'll see what they say. Okay, they didn't call it on Markham. 5 fouls on Seaholm. Dragons 1. I think the referee just wanted to talk to the guys to say, cool it down. The whistle blew. It's okay to let go of that basketball. DeMonte Cruz checks in for the Dragons at the point. Dragons had success inside. It looks like they'll try to exploit it again. They do. They drop it down low, and the defense collapses. Cruz with the ball. Cardi up top. Oh, blocked. Blocked by Bass. We said 17 blocks on the season. And an easy lay-in. Bass is just a smooth player, man. 10-8. Dragons in the lead by 2. Cardi. One thing you see on this Dragon team, and he had his pocket picked. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Bass. Oh, no, they're on McCarty reaching in after the steal. Bass averages 2.7 steals a game, and we saw right there how he's not only quick of foot, but he's quick of hand. And he picked the Dragons' pocket there. set here on the inbounds. 1:27 left in this first quarter of play. Kind of a sparse crowd on hand to witness this one. A lot of Seaholm fans made the trip up. Soft jumper won't go. Dragons on the move. Cruz, nice pass to Miller, the trailer, and he fills it up easily. The shooters tonight for the Dragons are on fire. They're looking really good. One thing you see is a lot of, man, the ball's going swish through the net for the Dragons tonight, so the shooters for the Dragons are focused. Nice pass. Bass went for the flush, and he's fouled. He'll have 2 coming. 45 to go in this first half of play. Chaz Miller called for his first, 3rd on the Lake Orion Dragons. Bass gets 1 more.
3,
Steven Gunther checks in for the Maples. The senior guard stands 5'11". And Bass makes it look easy. There's some more substitutions here. It is finals week here at Lake Orion High School, so that might explain where the student section is. They're usually a raucous crowd as the turnover happens here. Maples on the move, 3-on-1. Maples wisely pull that one back out to reset the offense. Man-to-man defense here for the Dragons. Nice move. Scooping in. Nicely done. All knotted up at 12 here with 15 to go. DeMonte Cruz with the ball up top. Going to work that clock, get the last shot here, I'm sure. 3. Last second shot. 3-pointer off the front rim. Looks like our clock is off just a hair. Knotted at 12 here. DeMonte Cruz leading the offense here at point guard currently. About 10 seconds, and that's it for the first quarter of play. Our clock got off a little bit there, but that's okay. Knotted at 12 here against the 7-1 Seaholms. The Dragons doing a nice job on offense tonight and taking care of the rebounds on the boards. Glad you can tune into this one here. We have the second quarter of play coming up momentarily. You're watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon Athletics. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be back after this short timeout. Stay tuned. The ONTV Feed Our Fish food drive is quickly approaching. ONTV invites you to tune in or stop by on Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. to donate 5 non-perishable food items to help those in need in our community. Tune in to Comcast Channel 10 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99 or into our live web stream at www.orionontv.org. Live entertainment will begin at 11 a.m. for those who donate in person. Help make this food drive the biggest yet. The ONTV Feed Our Fish food drive, Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. We'll see you there. And welcome back. Second quarter of play about to get underway here at the field house on the campus of Lake Orion High School. We're knotted at 12 all. Behind the shooting of McCarty, John McCarty, Chaz Miller for the Dragons, and Paris Bass. We said at the pregame just before tip-off that Bass will be the guy for the Maples, and he has been all world. He's got a block, 2 steals, a handful of points, and some free throws to go in it. Baseline jumper, nice job by the Maples to find the open man, but it is knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Dragon basketball. A little bit of pressure by the Maples and a little ticky-tack. They're calling a hold on the Maples
Seaholm's number 11,
on the inbound.
called for his first. Team foul number 6.
6 fouls for the Maples. That was an unnecessary one there. Cruz will handle the basketball here to get the second quarter underway. Nice defense by Bass. Tough move inside the lane by Miller. And he'll go to the line for 2. Chaz Miller. Listed 6'5". Dragons have some height on this squad.
Number 50, Andrew Kaiser called for his first. Teams 7, Miller at the line.
Now looking at the Maples roster, they say they have a senior that stands 6'8". And the first one's good for Miller. He gets one more. And that's 6'8" with 3 extra pairs of socks and some extra thick-soled shoes. You know how they do it. If you're 6'5", you're 6'8" today when we do the lineups. And Miller makes 2. Dragons up 2. The early going of this second quarter of play. And a turnover by the Maples. Jonah Kest can't handle the pill, and the Dragons get it back. DeMonte Cruz can't get the floater to go. Nice defense by the Dragons to slow that fast break as a 3-on-1. Bass thought about the baseline jumper. Double team on the defense there, and I think they're going to call Connor Stallions with the harm there on the Dragons. Dragons have 4 fouls so far. Joey Negridge, number 0 for the Maples, checks in. Some substitutions. You see David Henry take a seat there for the Dragons, number 11. Pass with the ball, one-man wrecking crew. Tough shot. Gets his rebound and fills it in. Paris Bass just a nose for the rim. And we are tied up again at 14. Nice, sweet jumper there, mid-range. Nathaniel Markham, nicely done, listed as the center at 6'5", the junior. Carried the ball, Bass. And a turnover here again. Another possession, another turnover for the Maples. Stallions triggers from the side over to Cruz. Cruz has done a nice job running the point. Tough shot, and it gets it to fall. Looked like the last possession shot, but he was a little strong prior. This one falls there for Cruz. Outside. Can't get it to go. Bass showing every inch of his 6'7" frame on the rebound. Listed at 6'7", but I think he was 8 foot tall with those arms. Quite the wingspan on Bass. Another sweet jumper by the Dragons. And McCarty fills it in. That baseline jumper just falling like rain for the Dragons tonight. Maples aren't closing out on the shooters. Nice passing by the Maples, but the defense stayed home and did a nice job. Outside 3, fills it up. Dragons on a roll. Dragons on a roll, and the Maples have to call timeout to stop the bleeding. Nice offensive outburst here by the Dragons, and they're getting some separation from the Maples as they talk about it. Hey, classes are now enrolling at ONTV. Would you like to make your own television show or learn how to operate a studio camera? Call 248-693-3377. Call about orientation is the first step to sign up for your classes. Orientation is free, and if you sign up for classes, we have studio and field production classes. If you're interested in helping out with these sporting events you are watching currently, field class is the way to start. So call 248-693-3377 and sign up for classes today at Orion Neighborhood Television. Lake Orion residents pay only $10 per class. Outside of the Orion area, they pay $25. 5-week class for only $10. I think that's a deal. 23-16, Dragons on a run here. Look like a 9-point run here for the Dragons. Or 8-point run. Cruz, McCarty fills it in. On fire is John McCarty tonight. They can't stop him. Now it's a 10-point lead. Dragons rolling. 4:43 left here until halftime, and the Dragons pouring it on. Down low, nice move going to the right hand. Or the left hand, excuse me. Bass behind the back looking to get something on the board, and he does. Bass's money from the free throw line. Say a foul on Seaholm, I believe. Substitutions, Brett Houghton, the captain here for the Maples. He's a guard, saying 6'3" and a senior. Dragons, offensive output here is impressive, fun to watch. Tough high off the glass, can't get it go. A little strong is DeMonte Cruz. They're leaving that middle open with that zone defense. Baseline three, and we have a circus shot here. I think they call it a jump ball, I believe. That's not something you see every day. But if he shot it 10 times, he couldn't do it once. So, fortuitous bounce, as they say, for the Dragons, or a sticky situation. Dragons get the ball back at the 4-minute mark of the second period. Inside drive kick out. Off the front iron, a little too soft, but Cruz hunts down that ball on the rebound. Shake and bake, high banker off the window, clean up by the Dragons, and they fill it up. Rebounding is the name of the game tonight for the Dragons. Second chance points is what's really, really paying off for the Dragons tonight. And a bump along the baseline against Bass. So far, Bass is the only one really doing anything offensively for the Maples. They're going to have an ensemble cast to give them a hand here tonight, because usually when you have a superstar, you know they're going to get theirs, but if you shut everybody else down, it's an easy win. You walk away. Crazy bounce off the rim there. The Dragons with the rebound. Again, rebounds for the Dragons. Kick out coming back. Three-pointer outside, just missed. Dragons are feeling it from outside tonight. And the interception, nicely done by the defense. Dragons ready to play. Ooh, way too strong. Miles Hardy was feeling it. No look drop off and out of bounds. I think that pass was a little bit too sneaky, and the teammate for the Maples just couldn't hang on. 10-point lead here for the Dragons, 2:55 to go until halftime. I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. It is a finals week here at Lake Orion High School, so the student section is off studying as the marking period comes to a close here. I believe school is off Monday, the 21st, for Martin Luther King Day. Maples with the ball here, down 10. Offense has gone stagnant. Outside Bass for three. Not falling. Dragons will give up that shot all night long. And a foul by number 11, Jonah Cast. Coach Andrades for the Seaholm Maples can't be pleased with that foul. He Fouling the point guard at the midcourt line is pretty rough. McCarty feeling it. Boy, that rim looks a mile wide right now, and he's just throwing it in the ocean. Can't miss tonight. 30-18, Dragons offensive explosion there. 10 straight points to pull away from the Maples. Man, it was shot after shot. I think they made 5 straight. At least it felt like 5 straight. They couldn't miss. And the drought ends. Maples finally put some points on the board to cut it to 10. McCarty, unstoppable. Unstoppable tonight. John McCarty. And I'm going to say a reach in foul on the Maples 32. Brandon Youssef. Oh, Jonah Cast, his third. He'll have to take a seat. 9 fouls on Seaholm. Devontae Cruz to shoot. I believe it's a double bonus here. 32-20, 1:54 to go in the second. We saw a lot of speed out of Seaholm early on. And he makes one. And he gets, that's still a 1-and-1, so he gets the bonus. 33-20, Devontae Cruz, one more coming. And he does it. Free throw shooting for the Dragons. Solid tonight. I believe they've only missed 1. And John Cass stays into the game with 3 fouls. Oh, steal, nice. Heads up move, they're gonna call a foul. Maples intentional, so it's shots and the ball. 10th team, what a heads-up defensive play by the Dragons. Boy, are they playing solid ball tonight. They knew the Maples would be a challenge coming in at 7-1, and they have met that challenge with energy and focus. And, of course, we talk about making all the free throws, and Stallions misses the first. But they will get the possession after this. And he missed them both. But it is an intentional foul, so the Dragons should receive the ball. Connor Stallions off the bench for the Dragons. Chaz Miller to trigger from the side. Zach Green in to run the point. Over to Miller. Back to Green. Long outside shot, a little too strong off the back iron. Stallions can't get it to fall.
Number 3, Tyler Martoya for his first. Team's 6th.
Tyler Martoya for the Dragons called for his first. Dragons only have 6 fouls and a turnover. Lack of communication here by the Maples. And they turn it over, down 14. And a timeout called here on the floor. Want to thank all of you for tuning into this contest. DVD copies of this and other programs in our broadcasting vault can be had for only $10. Call ONTV at 248-693-3377. We have full seasons of football on hand, and they were selling like hotcakes over the holiday season. We also have hockey games, of course, basketball, and among other things, we have other programming that is locally produced by volunteers just like you in our neighborhood. Call ON TV today, 248-693-3377 for DVD copies of your favorite ON TV programs. A lot of interesting new programs coming your way on ON TV, all produced locally by your friends and neighbors. And here we go, approaching 1 minute left in the second quarter, and the Dragons look to spread this out to work some clock here, up 14. In solid control of this match, double team in the corner, almost got the trap. Green and Stallions playing keep away here. Monte Cruz split the defense on the zone. Stallions with it, baseline layup. Chaz Miller kind of lull him to sleep, and Miller sneaks in underneath in the paint area. An easy layup here to go up 16. I say deflected out by the Dragons. Impressive first half here by your hometown Dragons. Offensive explosion by McCarty in the first half. Three-pointers, mid-range jumpers, outside shots. McCarty's got it going on tonight. Inside lay-in and a foul. 3 points the old school way. Brandon Youssef gets one more coming after the foul and the make. Mark Lindsay checks in for the Maples. Inside 1 minute left in the first half of play. Youssef converts on the three-point play. Dragons up 13. Dragons spreading the floor here. 2-3 zone look here for the Maples. Dragons, one thing, you can shoot through the zone or find the soft spots. And boy, have they have they shot over the zone tonight. As Stallions goes to the line for two more. 11 fouls for the Maples. 2 shots coming. See if he can make good after the 2 prior misses, and of course he does. Must be something about having that lane empty when you shoot free throws. You see it all the time. Free throw shooters get used to a certain look, and you have everybody surrounding you on that in the key. As soon as all the other players vacate out of there, you're kind of like, oh, spotlight on me, I better not miss. Makes it a little more difficult sometimes as Bass handles the ball. Could be the last possession of the half. 38-23, Dragons firmly in command. Drive into the Dragons number 20, Chaz Miller, called for his third. Chaz Miller with his third foul. Team foul number 8. That's a tough foul for Miller with just seconds to go before half. Bass at the line, he gets a 1-and-1 coming. Bass has been pretty much their offense tonight. James Boudreau checks in, number 44 for the Dragons. And Bass makes good on his second. 38-25. Turnover. Unforced turnover by the Dragons. Zach Green. Hear the groan from the fans. Dragons want to finish strong here in this second quarter. Halftime looms. Inbound outside three, fills it in at the buzzer. Wow, the last 10 seconds of this contest couldn't have gone any better for the Maples, who've cut the lead to 10. Dragons were up 14 at one point. And that's it for the first half of play on the offensive explosion by John McCarty and the Dragons. And they have a nice lead going into halftime, 38-28. We'll be back after this short timeout with all the second half action you can handle. This is ON TV's coverage of Dragon basketball. The ON ONTV Feed Our Fish food drive is quickly approaching. ONTV invites you to tune in or stop by on Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. to donate 5 non-perishable food items to help those in need in our community. Tune in to Comcast Channel 10 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99 or into our live web stream at www.orionontv.org. Live entertainment will begin at 11 a.m. for those who donate in person. Help make this food drive the biggest yet. The ONTV Feed Our Fish food drive, Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. We'll see you there. Second half about to get underway here. Dragons taking on the visiting Maples from Seaholm. John McCarty, number 54, right there. On fire tonight. Can't miss. McCarty, outside, inside, you name it, he's been doing it. Free throws, he's filling it up, and you see Bass sitting down, taking it easy. Not sure why he's not warming up. Hope he's not injured. Like to have him out there. But he was the offensive force for the Maples in that first half of play. And it would be a huge blow if he can't make it on the court for the second half. I see Coach Andretti's there talking up his team, getting ready to go. There's AD Bill Reese there on the left. Does a nice job here for Lake Orion High School, managing all these teams and events. It's amazing what the athletic department has to do on a daily basis to keep all these games running. Let's take a look at the OAA Blue standing so far. It's early in the season here. Now there's quite a bit of games have been played already, but the OAA actual schedule, the Blue schedule, has really just gotten underway with Harrison so far sitting at 1-0. They beat up on Farmington. And that so far, until tonight, that is the only league matchups. There's 6 teams in this league: Harrison, Farmington, Losser, Seaholm, Lake Orion, and Berkeley. Berkeley is rolling on a 5-game losing streak. Dragons are sitting on a 3-game losing streak, but looking solid tonight. And Harrison's on a 6-game win streak. And Losser rolling, sitting at 7-1 with 6 straight wins. So the OAA Blue division is loaded with talent, and the Dragons are looking to make some noise this year like they did last year, as Bass starts the second half like he did the first. Filling it up for 3. 6 straight points for the Maples from that last second 3 to end the first half and to start the second. So the Maples on a run here. A 14-point lead has been eroded down to 7. Cardi with the ball up top. Down low and knocked out of bounds. Nate Markham trying to get that one in. Tough shot. Knocked out of bounds by the Maples, triggered in by Green. And knocked out again by Seaholm. We saw Bass. Obviously, he's the catalyst of this offense. They're looking out looking for some outside shots, as using Bass as the decoys. The baseline drive is denied by the Seaholm defense. Tough shot, blocked. And Seaholm's on the run. Oh, what are you going to say? A little shake and bake there by the Maples. And a reach-in foul here for the Dragons. Foul on the Dragons here. Tough shot, gets it to go. Maples, 5 straight points here to start the second half. And the lead has been trimmed. 38-33. Miller driving, hanging, tough shot. Rebound by the Maples, and they're pushing. Oh, they're going to call it goaltend. Goaltending. 7 straight points by the Maples. They are, I don't know what Coach Andretti said to this team at halftime, but he lit a fire under this offense, and they are playing with the speed we saw them open the first half with. They are focused. Nice fake, but the ball can't go. Bass on the run. Gives it up. Nice pass. Oh, too fancy underneath the hoop there on the feed pass. And it goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Maples. Cuts a 7 straight point run. 3-point lead by the Dragons. Dragons have yet to score in this quarter. Oh, a turnover. Oh, nice passing, nice court awareness. And just like that, a 10-point lead is down to 1, and Dragons will call timeout to talk about this. I'd like to remind all of our viewers, give you a heads up. ONTV's 3rd annual food drive is coming up on Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's called Feed Our Fish. And all donations are going to help the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. And you can donate online by visiting orionontv.org/fish and click on the PayPal button. We're asking that if you are able to step out over to the studio on Saturday, February 9th, drop off either 5 cans of food, or go to our webpage and donate $5 via PayPal. If you decide to come out to the studio, we have live bands scheduled from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. for those who stop by and drop off food. And you can stick around and put some tickets into some door prizes that we have donated by local businesses. But the main thing is make sure you stop in to drop off your food to help the hungry in our area. It's Orion Neighborhood Television's annual food drive benefiting the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Dragons in need of some offense. Active defense are tough. Hook shot, no good. Rebound Dragons, and it's up and in. Jazz Miller heads up play on the rebound. Dragons found success when they crashed the boards. Fast travel. Yep, picked up his pivot foot. A little too fancy on the move. Dragons found success in the first half, crashing the boards and making that extra pass to the their open man as Green takes a seat and DeMonte Cruz checks back in. Cruz did a nice job running the offense in the first half. Tough defense. Way outside for Cruz off the front iron. Rebound Dragons. Oh, stolen again. Coast to coast, unguarded and a lay-in. 1-point lead for the Dragons, 40-39. And a double team looking for a steal here. Miller with the ball. Over to McCarty. McCarty driving in, and he's fouled from behind. Aggressive defense here by Seaholm has disrupted the offensive flow here for the Dragons in the second half. 3:38 to go here in the third. Nice follow-up and a fill-in. (42-39). Speedy offense. Man, oh man, did he knife through the defense. Number 0, Joey Negridge. Nice play. A little too fancy there for the Dragons, and Negridge again tries to go coast to coast, and I believe he is fouled. Should not be a shooting foul. We'll see. Negridge is a junior, stands 5'11", and he's got some wheels. Second team foul on the Dragons. Again, Miller has 3. Got to keep an eye on that. Good defense. Nice face up on the defense there by the Dragons, who deny that shot. Cruz on the run. Wisely pulls it back to set up the offense. Maples changed up their defense a little bit. Dragons were scorching hot on offense, shooting the ball. Outside does not go. Rebound. Oh, they're going to say push underneath by David Henry on the rebound. And Maples came out of the gate in the second half ready to go. 7 straight points. Solid defense. This is a totally different team that we saw in the second quarter of play. I don't think it was a let up by the Dragons either. I think the intensity level on the Seaholm bench really took over. Ooh, a pick. What are they going to say? Moving screen. Foul on the Seaholm Maples. Second foul. Second foul on the Maples. As Bays triggers to Cruz. Dragons only up 1. They were up as many as 14 at one point in this game. And rolling. It's amazing how quickly the high school game can turn. Show and go. Nice feed and the finish. McCarty in the right position. And Cruz finds him for the easy lay-in. Looked like a 2-3 zone look for the Maples, and that's what they showed in the first half. And the Dragons were all over that. Tough baseline jumper on the rebound. They're going to say over the back on Bass, I believe, on the rebound.
Seaholm's number 10, Aaron Collins, called for his second, and the team's third.
Aaron Collins, number 10 on the foul. Thought it was Bass. 44-41. Seaholm looking like a man-to-man here. Nice rebound by the Maples. And coast to coast, nothing can really do with that. He's too talented. Bass fills it in, 44. And a blocking foul, easy call. I think that is Joey Nagridge again.
Seaholm's number 0, Joey Nagridge, called for his second, team's fourth.
4th team foul here in the third quarter for the Maples.
34, Marback, both in for the Maples.
Horvath in for the Maples. Cruz. McCarty outside, fills it in. Wow, the outside shooting tonight by the Dragons is really impressive. Maples have to spread that defense out. They cannot leave McCarty open. He is feeling it. And a bump in the lane. Let's see if it's, yeah, it's non-shooting foul on the floor, so it'd be inbound here by the Maples. 4th foul on the Dragons in this half. Bass baseline 3. Smooth jumper. He looks like he just exerts no effort when he plays this game. Cruz with the ball. Baseline drive. Nice hesitation and a steal by Bass. Ball is out of bounds. What are they going to say? It's going to stay here with the Dragons. Like the head fake by David Henry. Fooled Bass for just a second, but he recovered. Prevented the easy lay-in. Tough entry pass. McCarty with the ball. If he shot it from there tonight, I bet you it'd go in. Oh, and a lazy pass and the easy steal by Bass. And deflected off a Dragon player out of bounds. Seaholm ball. Maples could take the lead here for the, seems like the first time since about the 2-minute mark of the first half. Stepped out of bounds. Good defense by the Dragons. Maples led 4-0 here early, then it was all Dragons since then. But they stormed back in the second half, 7 straight points to open the third quarter of play. Kind of back and forth of affairs so far. Foul on the Maples. McCarty trying to drive past the defense and called non-shooting foul. Nice pass. Chaz Miller turned around his defender. Had no idea where he was. An easy lay-in for the Dragons right under the basket. Drive coach is crazy. And the steal and the turnover and the breakout. Easy lay-in. 4 straight for the Dragons. This is how they started the second quarter. Ball is just going in left and right, and Bass can't get one to the fall, and the Dragons on the rebound, and they're on the move. McCarty with the ball. He's going to take it all the way. Why not? Rebound by the Dragons. Nice job by McCarty to settle that one down and reset the offense. Travel by Cruz. 51-46. Dragons trying to get some separation here.
32, Yusuf, and 0, Nagridge. Pulled into the Maples.
Nagridge and Yusuf check back into the contest for the Maples. Nice pressure here by the Dragons. Bass with the ball in the corner, double team. A little short on the jumper. Dragons with the ball, quick throw up at the end of the third quarter. Dragons 51, Seaholm 46. Got a back and forth affair. Second half started with a nice run by the Maples to pull back into this one. Had a 10-point lead at half, did the Dragons. And a 5-point lead so far at the end of the third quarter. We're going to step away for just a quick timeout. We'll be back with the final quarter of play here at Dragon Stadium at Lake Orion High School. You're watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon Sports. The ONTV Feed Our Fish food drive is quickly approaching. ONTV invites you to tune in or stop by on Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. to donate 5 non-perishable food items to help those in need in our community. Tune in to Comcast Channel 10 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99 or into our live web stream at www.orionontv.org. Live entertainment will begin at 11 a.m. for those who donate in person. Help make this food drive the biggest yet. The ONTV Feed Our Fish food drive, Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. We'll see you there. Fourth quarter of play about to get underway here. Dragons lead 51-46 over the Maples from Seaholm. Again, this is a divisional matchup. First one for the Dragons this season, and first for Seaholm on the season. Dragons come into this game with a 3-game losing streak, so they would love to end that here and with the divisional win. Dragons compete in the OAA Blue division. Harrison, Farmington, Losser, Seaholm, and Berkeley are the other teams in the league. 51-46, Dragons in the lead. Led by John McCarty's hot shooting all night long. Miller with the ball, kicks it outside. Over to McCarty. Driving the kick, Miller with the ball. Nice jumper, and it goes. You have shooters like Chaz Miller and John McCarty out there. Who do you pick to defend? Bass with a tough roller, can't get it to go. Rebound does not fall. And knocked out of bounds by the Dragons. Dragons rebounding in the first half was really the story of the game. Second chance points. Show and go, dribble off his foot is Bass. And he holds his hands up saying, I think I was bumped, but the referee doesn't see it that way. 53-46. Dragons in the lead on this cold evening here in Lake Orion. Cold outside, but hot shooting in the gym here from McCarty. Baseline turnaround jumper, tough shot, can't get it to go. And they're going to call over the back on the Maples. I think on Bass. Horvath. Carl Marbach, excuse me. Number 34 on the foul. Tough shot by the Dragons. Oh, generous roll. And he gets it. That's 2 straight baskets on those inbounds underneath the hoop. Get him the fall outside. Rebound by Yusuf, and he fills it in. Yusuf's been quiet on the offensive end. He's a captain. Monte Cruz double teamed in, stolen by Bass. Really impressed with Bass. He's everything advertised. Foul on Cruz. Cruz only his second foul. Again, Chaz Miller has 3. Henry called for the foul, the Dragons, and Seaholm will call a timeout to talk about their offensive strategy here. Hey, don't forget to tune in to Game of the Week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m., Saturdays at 1 p.m., and Sundays at 1 p.m. Be sure to tune in to see the most current games in our lineup at those dates and times. And be sure to visit our programming schedule at orionontv.org for replay times that best fit your viewing schedule. Now, we've been running replays of hockey as well in the later evening, starting about midnight and 11 o'clock, depending on the day. So for you night owls, you can check hockey and replays of girls basketball games, but the most current games in our lineup are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Inbound by Seaholm. Hard going inside, good defense. We're putting 2 men on the ball, it seems, each time around, looking for the turnover, but it's not to be, and the Seaholm Maples fill it in. 5-point lead for the Dragons. 6:10 to go here in the contest. Seaholm goes back to a man look. Poked away, but recovered by the Dragons. Baseline drive. DeMonte Cruz has had some nice passes. Outside shot. Can't fall. And what are you going to say? Foul on Seaholm based on the way they're looking here. Brett Houghton called for the foul. He is a senior, listed also as a captain. And David Henry goes to the line. And he makes the first. He gets the bonus coming. Stephen Gunther checks in for Seaholm. One more coming here for Henry. And he fills it in. Free throw shooting for the Dragons, very solid tonight. I believe they've only missed 3 all night long. 7-point lead. If it comes down to free throws based on the foul situation, I like the Dragons' chances tonight. And a nice up and under move by Youssef, and he fills it up. 57-52. Miller with the ball. Kick it back out for Cruz. Miller spin move. And what are we going to say, travel? 5-point lead for the Dragons. We saw the Maples can hit it from outside. After the flurry in the start of the second half, as a foul is called on the Dragons here. The flurry is scoring in the second half by the start of the second half by the Maples. They were rolling, but the Dragon defense stood tall and responded. Steven Genther with the free throws here. Too strong off the back iron. Boy, Bass was close to getting it over the back on that one. And the Dragons are shooting free throws at every foul. Cruz with the ball. Hands off to McCarty. Back to Cruz. Really swarming the ball. The defense for the Seaholm Maples is really swarming the ball. They went into a zone defense. Moving between the zone and the man up. And anytime they go into the zone, the Dragons have done a nice job of shooting through it. Cruz at the line. And he gets another one. Only thing for the Maples is the clock stops during these free throw attempts. So it extends the game. Nicely done by Cruz at the line. Dragons, solid free throw shooting team. 59-52. Maples in need of a hoop here. Good pressure defense by the Dragons, and they got him trapped in the corner. A block from behind by the Dragons. Nice defensive stand. McCarty with the ball off to Cruz. Cruz over to Stallions. Miller, long range three, partially blocked. And knocked out by the Maples. Partially blocked on Miller's shot. Chaz Miller. Miller's been pretty disciplined with his 3 fouls. Got a little worried at the end of the first half when he picked up his 3rd, but he's been quiet. Nice no-look pass underneath. Oh, they're going to call it a block. Dragons retain possession here. Inside 4 minutes left in the game. 7-1 Maples. And who else? McCarty from downtown. The offensive juggernaut tonight is McCarty. 10-point lead for the Dragons just like that on solid free throw shooting and a big three-pointer. Ooh, 21. Brandon Houghton got to watch himself. Slamming the ball down, you can pick up a tee. And we're walking the length of the floor here, and the Dragons will be shooting. 9th foul.
Stallions at the strike, 1-1.
Connor Stallions for 2 here, or excuse me, 1-1. And he gets a bonus. Free throw shooting are helping the Dragons pull away from the Maples. Offense any way you can get it is always a good thing. And he misses 1. Dragons very solid at the line tonight, and a bump out top. Unnecessary for that one. Stallions called for the foul. Might have been frustrated after the missed free throw attempt. 1-1 now here for Seaholm with the 8th foul on the Dragons. Too strong off the back iron. Dragons are making their free throws tonight. Visiting fans from Seaholm getting restless here as time ticks away. Nice up and under, and it falls. Chaz Miller with the drive. The hesitation and the finish. Yusuf gets his 4th, 10th foul on the Maples. Dragons' aggressive play on offense to get the ball inside has paid off. We've seen it all night long. They've been trying to get the ball downtown, or underneath the basket, excuse me. And Miller can't convert, but Dragons with the rebound. Timeout Dragons. But getting the ball inside has drawn a lot of these fouls. And it's reaped success at the free throw line for the Dragons. Don't forget to turn into Between Terraminas Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. live on Orion Neighborhood Television. A wacky look at sports and pop culture from the Terraminas. And there's one of them. We have Anthony and Sammy Terramino, followed with her buddy in arms as Ian Witherspoon as they host their talk show. They are 64 episodes and counting straight. Haven't missed in over a year. Be sure to tune in Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. live on ONTV. The Orion area's only live television show weekly, and it is from Orion Neighborhood Television. You can see it on Comcast Channel 10 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99 or on our webpage at orionontv.org. You can stream it live or on demand at our YouTube channel. Visit orionontv.org also for a program guide to find replay times that best fit your viewing schedule. After the timeout here, Demonte Cruz, again, baseline knifing shot inside by Miller, nicely done. Dragons in control now, pulling away. And a foul on the Dragons. And Bass will go to the line. Ninth foul on the Dragons. Well, just a little programming note after this free throw. And too strong again. ONTV will be out at the hockey match coming up on January 26th, where the Lake Orion Dragons will be taking on the Clarkston Wolves. And we encourage all of our viewers to come on out and support the hockey team. If you'd like more information about the game, you can call 248-693-3377. As the Dragons continue to slice through this defense and get to the line. I like the passing. Demonte Cruz just threading the needle there, getting it to Miller. But yeah, if you're interested in watching hockey, we have the big rivalry coming up on the 26th. It's a Saturday at 8 p.m. Call ONTV for more information. And Miller gets the first.
32 Yusuf and 21 Houghton. Both in for the Maples.
Houghton and Yusuf check back in for the Maples. 68-53, Dragons in command here. Aggressive play down there on the Dragons to try to steal that ball, and a foul is called.
The Dragons number 11, David Henry, called for his fourth.
Dave Henry picks up number 4.
Bonus the rest of the way for the Maples.
And I think we're in the double bonus. 2 shots coming for the Maples. 2:39 to go here in the contest. As turned into a free throw shooting contest here for both teams. And I think the Dragons are winning that contest without a doubt. Maples have not converted at the line.
And 44 Lindsay. For the Dragons, number 40, Josh Bays.
Josh Bays checks in for the Dragons. Maples have left a lot of points at the line tonight. Cleaned up by Bass, can't finish. Travel. Oh, traveling. Okay, McCarty had the ball, falls down, traveling on the green and white. As timeout is called. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. ONTV's mobile and social media devices. Like us on Facebook and get instant updates of what's happening around Orion Neighborhood Television and your community. YouTube, we have every program in our studio production and field production loaded up on our YouTube channel and itemized in folders and playlists for all of our viewers. And if you have a smart TV at home connected to your home network, you have a YouTube app on your television, you could watch ONTV program in HD. So ONTV working to bring local programming to the world. See some people in the crowd here enjoying the game. Small student section. If you've ever been out during the game when there isn't finals week going on, it is jam-packed with students, and the support they give these athletes is very impressive. With McCarty on the rebound, and you see the pressure defense coming, looking for a turnover. Points are what are needed here for the Maples, but the Dragons find the opening, and Stallions fills it up. Extends the lead 70-53, where Bass on the strong shot can't get it to go. Miller on the run. Bass and Miller get tangled up over there. Foul on Bass.
The Maples 35, Paris Bass called for his first. That sends Miller.
Paris Bass, that his first foul of the game. With as active as he is, that's really surprising. Dragons looking to go over 70 points, 71-53.
Wholesale change for the Maples.
And it looks like the message has been received. Dragons, the Maples clear their bench. Get some experience for the guys that don't get to play that much, and they're basically waving the white flag and saying, well done, Dragons.
Here for the Dragons, 24, Boudreau. Number 13, Jack Walter. 32, Hardy.
And the Dragons are doing the same. What can you say? Player of the game tonight, we'll give it to John McCarty. He was the offensive force in the first half and gave the Dragons some spark and couldn't miss for a stretch of about 7 minutes. It's like just feed it to him. He just filled it up from three-point. I think he's got 3 3-pointers tonight. Made his free throws, and he battled inside, mid-range jumpers, you name it, he was hitting them. 3-point plays, it was impressive to watch. So we'll give him the player of the game nod tonight for the Dragons. And of course, Paris Bass, we'll give it to him for MVP for the Seaholms tonight. Outside three-pointer, and it falls. Tyler Martoya fills it in. Listed at 6'3", and he's a senior. Another three-pointer outside for the Seaholm Maples does not fall. Dragon shooters tonight, very impressive. Who's this guy? Tyler Martoya. 2 straight threes from Martoya off the bench. The Maples having a hard time. Good defense by the Dragons, just scrappy out there. Up top for the Maples. Time's ticking now.
1 minute to play in regulation time.
1 minute in regulation. How about that? Maybe we have to readjust our player of the game to Tyler Martoya, who comes in scorching the nets. Dragons are feeling it tonight on offense. Good to see. Dragons will bust a 3-game losing streak here tonight. Martoya again. Oh boy, if that would have gone in, the place would have come down. They'd have to hang his jersey in the rafters after this game. Step in 3, can't get it to go for Seaholm. And a jump ball here. Maples retain possession on the arrow. Dragons get out of here with a win. They can keep this offensive output up. Boy, they're going to be tough to beat. Now they were filling the basket up quick early in the season. I believe they have a couple games where they scored into the 80s. So this isn't unheard of for the Dragons to fill it up like they did tonight. 78 points so far. And the tough OAA Blue is one to watch out for, especially Losser, loaded with talent. And I believe ONTV will be on hand as the clock runs out on the final shot of the night. Dragons take it 78-55 on the hot shooting from John McCarty and the Dragons. They take the win, first win in league play for this 2012-2013 season. And the Losser matchup between the Dragons is coming up. And ONTV cameras will be on hand for that one. And a reminder again that ONTV will be out taping the hockey match between Clarkston and Lake Orion on the 26th of January. And that should be a classic, as they always are when Clarkston and Lake Orion match up. As you see, led by Paris Bass, the Maples fall, and the Dragons win 78-55. I want to thank you for tuning in to this telecast. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke, and again, I'd like to remind you that our food drive is coming up on Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Food donations can be dropped off right now at the ONTV studios during regular business hours. If you have a donation you'd like to give to the local food pantry, ONTV, this is our 3rd annual. Our goal this year is 6,000 pounds of food to help the hungry in our community. You can also donate to the food drive via PayPal on our website at orionontv.org/fish. We also have a link directly to the food pantry's website where you can donate as well, and they have a list of items that are needed. So that's a big event coming up for ONTV, a live food drive telethon Saturday, February 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. And that's it for us here at the field house at Lake Orion High School. Dragons take it. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time on ONTV's coverage of high school sports. Good evening, everybody.